Welcome back to Project Headquarters. It's been a while since we did a video, but we're back. Today's a big day around here. Today is getting the engine fired on the race car. This is usually one of the biggest days of the year, along with wrap day. So stick around. We'll see if she's gonna fire. Over the winter, Cole tears down the race car every year. He takes it down pretty much nothing. I think you see it in backgrounds of other videos. Completely repairs anything, replaces anything that needs replaced, and refreshes some of the components like the rear end transmission and the motor, of course. But pretty well backed. It's about 90% completed. He ordered a body for it. It should be here in the next couple weeks or so. And racing season starts in about 2 to 3 weeks. So we're going to get things rolling here. Today, like I said, it's a big day. We're going to fire the motor. It's been out of the car and it's been redone. But this is usually a big day. Now, there's no exhaust on it, so this is going to be open header, so it may be a little bit loud. But can't put the exhaust on it until the body panels come. Those go on first, and then the brackets for the tailpipes and mufflers go on. But yeah, let's see what happens. Good.
Yeah, so a little bit over the winter, spill water everywhere. I had a car come down on top of me in one of the last races we did, and it bent the front shock, the right front shock tower there. So I had to cut all that out, put a new shock tower in. Like he said before, everything was gone over. His car was pretty much torn down to a bare frame and gone over, clean, painted, all put back together again. And it's pretty much ready to go, minus a body and stuff like that. But yeah, the racing season's coming up here soon, so I'm anxious to get going again.
Cole got all the water in. Took about 4 gallons of distilled water. It's usually about what it takes. Hopefully the winter freeze is done. I think it is. The winter has been just absolutely awful here where we live. But I think we're in for more warmer days. Cole's filling the fuel cell up now with some fresh fuel. Now we run 91 octane, usually Sunoco racing fuel or Rush racing fuel, but that's what we're putting in the fuel cell. We're gonna dig some hot sauce. We're gonna fill the bowls up. We're gonna see if we can get this thing to fire off. All right, those are full. It usually takes 2 or 3 times to do this, to pump the fuel from the cell up to here, and then it's basically all uphill. So once we get this primed, we should hear some music here real soon. Now, when we do this, we have a fire extinguisher standing by. This happened, the engine backfired on some friends of ours once, and he got burned really bad, burned his shop down. Ever since then, I'm real leery of this, doing this way, but it's the best way I've found to get it to prime and get it to run. So this is standing by, so don't have to make the comments. You want to open that door up so we don't get gassed.
You want me to crank until we get oil pressure?
Yeah, I would. All right. Cole's going to crank the motor, get some oil pressure built up before we actually set it off. Hopefully you guys can hear this. It's going to be pretty loud. Hopefully the sound will come through and it doesn't drown everything out. But first fire, 2026.
Ready?
Good. As I say, you should have oil pressure by now. All right. All right, go for it. Walk around it. All right. Hold on a minute. Let me get up there. I just wanted to make sure everything was good. Huh? Well. All right. Everything's looking good. Try it.
Probably a bunch of crap in the car.
Try it.
Don't pump anymore.
This is-
It's got raw fuel.
Yeah. What's the problem? Front feels off.
What do you mean?
Just seems like it's running rough. What's it about 1200? Clear it off. Yeah, go ahead and pull those out.
I forgot that. Last time. That's what's making it.
All right. Well, it's running pretty. It was running rough at first, but it seems like it's smoothing out the warmer it gets. Paint's burning off the headers. The new paint, everything that he painted, starting to burn off. So, yeah, this is normal. We go through this every year. Carburetor had a lot. What we do is we clean the carburetor. We drain it. We drain the carburetor every year, clean everything, and then we run
Fog it.
Marvel's Mr. Oil in it. So there's some residue in there. That's what's causing a lot of the smoke. Same way with the motor. We fog the motor every year before we shut it down and tear it down. So it has a lot of residual Marvels in it from last year. That'll all clear up here, but everything's looking good. It sounds good. No noise. Nothing's leaking. It sounds strong, actually. So I'm going to call that a success. Still got some work to do, but initial fire 2026, good to go.
Yeah, I fog this thing.
Now, what we do every year, everything gets tore off of this. So from the fuel pump, the carburetor, the fuel rails, everything here, we check for leaks. And we check, that's the reason you saw me running around the car and Cole running around the car, because we check for leaks. We check for water leaks. We check for fuel leaks especially. The fuel line runs into the cockpit through the motor plate here, through an AN line. Then it comes up through here and then back to the fuel cell. New water hoses this year, new belts. The water that's dripping out here, that's out of the overflow from when you filled it. But we have no leaks. Everything's good. It's idling a little bit high. I'm not quite sure why that is. We may have to make some adjustments here on these springs. But
Nothing's holding it.
good and stuff. Fire back. We're going to fire it back up. We'll just see if we get it to idle right. Yep. That's not bad there. I'm hearing that headers when I'm hearing that popping. Set the idle about 1,000, 1,100 RPM. The hotter the motor gets, it usually comes down. It's idling where it needs to be right now. Everything's sounding and looking real good. Full pressure. All right, we're about 60 pounds of oil pressure. That's right where we need to be. Everything's looking awesome. basically circulating the entire steering pump, getting the line, fluid through the lines, getting all the air out of it. That's good to go. You don't have your rev box on either. You're good. All right.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah, no rev box.
Yeah. All right. First fire. Everything looks good. He does not have his rev box on it either, so that's another thing. It could be affecting some things because we have to get that rev box on. But other than that, good to go. Like I said, I don't know if you heard me or not, but Cole was turning the steering wheel. What that was doing was putting pressure on the lines and getting the fluid run through the lines and up through the pump and back up to the reservoir. The reservoir is on the steering box, which is up in the cockpit. So that fluid has to go around and you got to clocking it end to end. That pushes the air out of the lines. Everything's good there. Transmission seems to be good. Drivetrain, everything's ready to go. This car, we put 4 wheels on. He can actually drive it around the yard at this point. So, yeah, we're going to call this good. Motor sounds awesome. Just needs to get some time on it. Burn some of that old Marvel out of it. The reason we fog that is so that moisture doesn't get up in there. We live in northwestern Pennsylvania, and the winters around here get really cold, really damp. And with the motor sitting in a garage where it gets warm one day, below zero the next, a lot of moisture comes up through. So what we do is we fog the motor, and then we stuff the holes with oil, or actually with Marvel rags to keep the moisture from getting inside the motor. Put new valve springs in it this year. When we did that, motor looks great. It's very clean. Cole did that here a couple weeks ago. I'll post some. I think I have a small video clip of that, but I'll post that. But no, we're good to go. Next step, button up things here. Cole ordered a body. We have a guy who makes their bodies. He laser cuts them, and we'll pick that up. We'll put the body on it. We'll get it on the ground. We'll get it rolling, make sure the brakes are all working, everything's good there. And then wrap day. Wrap day is a big day. It's that's where you'll see the transformation. It goes from a bunch of bars and sheet metal to looking like a race car. My plan is to bring that to you. I hope you will tune in for that one because it's actually really fun. You never know how good it's going to look, and usually they look awesome.
Chris does an amazing job.
We use Chris McCool. He's a graphic guy out of a town about an hour away from us. He drives here, comes to our shop, he puts it on. He likes to surprise people with his design, so we never know what we're going to get, but he's never disappointed. He is awesome. It's McCool Sportswear in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, in case you guys are wondering. Yeah. What's next for you? Body.
Next big steps, yeah, body and getting everything driveline wise taken care of. I still got to get some rear end oil, get some gears in, oil, transmission fluid.
Yeah, we're going to change the oil in this again, get everything out of it, make sure it's fresh. One of our sponsors, he provides us with oil filters, so it's not a big deal. We change the oil every 3 races. Cole changes the plugs. Transmission fluid every 3 races religiously. We have to get some water wetter for in the radiator. What that is like an alcohol-based additive for in the water. Just kind of helps keeps the engine cooler.
So I mentioned when we were starting the video here that I had a car come down on top of me. And when that happened, it ended up bending the air cleaner lid in my filter. We were on these they're washable filters. So after the race, I'll come home, put them in a 5-gallon bucket with some Simple Green, shake them out, and you re-oil them. But getting back to the air cleaner lid, I had an aluminum lid, flat top lid just like this that I was running that night. and it looked like a taco by the end of it. So I got this one, and Missy, with her laser, hooked me up with some finishing touches on this. I think it looks
Pretty
really
cool.
So get that on. And, oh yeah, that looks good. $10 horsepower right there.
You did a little plug for Missy. Missy has a small little business she does. It's called Missy's Country Creations. She does laser engraving. She does all kinds of little stuff. And she goes to craft shows and sells this stuff. But she has this laser engraver. It's pretty badass. She decided to do this on that. I believe she has an attachment now. She can do valve covers. She can do some stuff, pretty neat stuff. So if you're looking to get something done, reach out, see what we can do for you.
All right, so I kind of wanted to bring you in here and explain this a little bit. So unless you grew up around modifieds or knew no race cars, you probably don't know a whole lot about these transmissions. So these are technically 3-speed transmissions. Your first lever here is your low and high. You have a clutch, so all the way back, that's low range, and you make the car move with the clutch. So all the way back, you won't move. It's just a go-kart master cylinder, small master cylinder, whatever. All the way back, you'll idle is for like driving through the pits. Push your clutch forward, and that'll engage the transmission, and you'll move. Whenever you get out onto the track, drop clutch, throw it the whole way forward, and that is direct drive. So whatever power comes out of the motor runs straight through the transmission, through the drive shaft, into the rear end, to the wheels. So it's direct straight out of the motor. In the middle, obviously, is neutral. And then your second lever over here is just reverse. It works the same way as low. So slam it the whole way back, run your clutch, and you'll go backwards. So they're pretty simple once you get the hang of it. I had a hard time. I had to have somebody explain to me. And my very first race, I didn't have a chance to drive the car. I only moved it about 4 inches in the garage, and then we had to load it up. So I had a hard time with this my very first night out, but I picked up on it pretty quick. And
what were you, 12?
Yeah, I wasn't very old.
But
they're pretty simple once you get the hang of them.
But the drive shaft connects to the transmission right here.
Yep.
And the drive shaft's only about 19 inches long.
Here, I'll show
Because
you.
right here is the rear end. Last year, actually, I can show you. Right there's the U-joint for the drive shaft. There's one just like it, 19 inches up. Now, there's safety hoops up through there. Now, last year, he had a U-joint explode. And when it did, it bent that transmission tunnel, which that's a little heavier one that he built. That's actually 1/4 inch plate. I think the 3/16 plate, the one he had. It bent that. It bent those hoops. But it did not get into him because, like I said, he's sitting right over top that drive shaft, and bad things happen when that explodes like that. But right there is the drive shaft. That's all longer that drive shaft is.
Yep, and that runs right in between my legs.
So just a little, now you know. Never really talked about this much, but we may do that too. This is Cole's truck. We found this. How old were you? 12?
12.
He was 12 years old when we found this, and he completely redid this truck. He doesn't drive it in the winter. It just came out here a couple weeks ago. But yeah, it's a 1995 F350 1-ton dually. He painted this himself. He did all the work himself. Yeah, very nice truck. I love this truck, actually. The only problem is it's 2-wheel drive. That's the only downfall to this truck, but it checked all the boxes at the time. It was a diesel, 4-speed manual. He's probably one of the only kids I know that know how to drive a manual. But we never really talked about this, but we may do that.
Soon, a little bit on the truck. I'm going to be ordering some leveling springs for this. I don't know much about them, and I'm having a hard time finding actual springs. A buddy of mine put leveling springs on his truck. I can find a lot of the pucks that go under the stock springs. So let me know which one's the better route if you have experience with these two-wheel drive twin I-beam front ends. If you have any knowledge of the leveling springs and what all you have to do to make the front end geometry right again, let me know, because I don't know a whole lot about them. I definitely want to get some leveling springs coming forward, get the front end up a little bit, make it look a little better. I'm going to have some tires coming for it too. And yeah, so there's going to be a couple updates on this that we'll probably show you. So stay tuned for that.
All right, with that, we're going to wrap things up for today. Like I said, I apologize. We haven't done a video for a while. Winter around here was awful this year. It was the coldest winter I remember in a long time. Also, I started a new job, so I've been kind of busy and haven't really done much as far as projects go. We're going to start here once we get the race car done. Missy's Camaro, it's coming out of the other garage here real soon. She wants to drive it, but now the gas prices are way back up again. I don't know how much of that she's going to be able to do, but she has that car to drive. That Camaro is not a car that we sit around. She actually drives it. So we're going to get it out, get it cleaned up. I'm going to do a video on it real quick, and then we'll go out and do some burnouts or something with that. Have my square, tinkering around with it a little bit. I haven't done much with it. We are going to start doing that here one of these days. Now, my plan is, now that I'm working somewhat of a normal job, I get done at pretty decent hours. So I can come out here and tinker around in the shop. I'm going to bring you guys along. We're going to tear the front end off of this, the front clip. We're going to start working on the frame, and I'm going to get a lift ordered here real soon for it. We're going to get the lift on it. We're going to start cleaning things up, make things look pretty. But other than that, that truck just needs a little bit of time is really all it needs, but we're going to get it going. Golf cart, we got to get it ready to go for racing season. We're going to clean it up. There's a lot of things around here we need to do. Shop, we're going to take a day and we're just going to clean this entire shop because it's a mess. But yeah. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, I apologize for not having a video for so long, but life, you know. But we're back. We're going to have some cool stuff coming. Stay tuned. Appreciate you watching. Till next time.